Day 2 of ICCCon here in Nashville at the Music City Sheraton. I'm excited. There's already so many people here. They're probably letting in right now.
Doors opened 1 minute ago.
Yeah, 1 minute ago. VIP was here at 9, and it was wrapped around the building. But now they're letting people in, and we're waiting for you to come and join us. So yesterday, best experiences out on the floor. What can we share to the people out there?
My wallet hurts.
Your wallet hurts?
Oh, mine really hurts.
Yours is on fire. Yours is, oh man.
There's so many good deals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many good deals.
And I can't stop buying. Like, I'm like, oh, I think I've got everything that I want. And then I'll go to a booth and I'll be like, I kind of want that. He'll be like, $10. And you're like, damn it. Here.
I tell you what, just from this morning and seeing outside, there's already so many great costumes and cosplayers.
Oh,
here.
yes.
There was plenty yesterday, too.
Yeah. The 501st is all dressed up, ready for pictures. You have the Emperor just walked in and his stormtroopers. And I haven't seen Vader yet, which is
I haven't seen a Vader
shocking.
yet either.
I don't believe so.
Like, usually Vader's the first one I see. I haven't seen Vader. If you're a Vader, come on down. We need a Vader.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And don't forget the droids.
Yeah, and don't forget the droids up front.
The droids are up front.
There was a Gronk droid out there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was
I didn't
like,
see it.
all right.
Oh, really? There's also like an R2 unit or astromech unit with Mickey ears.
Yeah, man.
They're getting sued.
Huh?
They're getting sued.
They're getting
There was not one there. I apologize.
Yeah,
I do
thanks
not
to this
know what
guy.
I've seen.
These aren't
It
the
was
dr-
satellite dishes.
Yeah.
It was satellite dishes. They were just strategically placed.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, but there's so many good cosplayers here. They're up front for pictures. You can meet some amazing people here. We already made so many friends just in this room.
Oh, yeah.
But man, we have so many friends out on the con floor. Just every year we're here, we're always building our family up bigger and bigger. And like, we have so many people. Ducky from the D&D room, we got to say hi to him this morning. If you're a D&D player, come on down. He's trying to organize a big game. I think he said he's got about 9 or 10 people right now, but
I'm surprised we haven't lost Ashley yet.
Yeah. So
Don't tempt her. She's fixing to go out the door right now.
almost.
The dark
side
of D&D has called on you.
If you're wanting to get out and play some D&D, you need a group to play with. They're getting a big game going on.
And if you're interested in it, they will teach you how to play D&D.
Yeah.
I mean, I played a little D&D when I was young, but I don't remember any of it. And
well, it's completely different now.
Well, I'm sure, but I mean, even when I played, I can't remember none of it.
5th edition is really good and easy to learn.
And you come down here, they will teach you. Ashley will teach you how to play.
Well, they don't do it like they're superior to anybody. They do it to where like because they want to build the community up as big as possible. Ashley was telling us they do a lot of online D&D, and if you are a beginner, then they have a beginner storyline that they like to use to introduce people. It's not overwhelming, and you can build friendships and learn, and they'll tell you how you can get starter kits and all this other stuff. And they're not jerks about it. Just speaking from someone who didn't grow up playing those kind of board games, you're always afraid to get into that stuff, because I'm sitting with 2 guys who played the Star Wars trading game when we were kids.
Star Wars CCG, trademark Decipher.
Yeah, and
Unfortunately.
and I personally thought that was just a hard game to play. But when you meet the right people and to teach you, to introduce you, then you build up this whole world around you, and you have an escape to a game, and you have friends that you can share it with, and it's an amazing experience. And they have a whole room dedicated to that. But I mean, it's set around D&D, but it's not just D&D. They have other
board
games,
board games,
They had a whole just shelves of board games.
Yeah,
I think like Settlers of Catan was in there.
Yeah.
Ticket to Thank you. I was like the train one.
Yeah.
I legit was like the train one. I even think I saw Villainous was in there.
Oh, really?
Villainous?
I think so.
So if you're wanting to play some board games and meet some new people, come down. If you want to play some video games while you have a shopper in your family, They can go shopping. You can play video games. There's a whole video game.
I believe
room.
there's a tournament too.
Yeah, there's a tournament. I don't know what the prize is. Has he announced the prize of what the video game tournament today?
Oh,
PS5.
Okay, get down here now.
Who
All
needs a PS5 out there?
Hey, I did my work for yesterday, so I can go in this tournament, right?
Who
Jim?
needs a PS5 out there?
I think that's a
know
no,
you need
Micah.
to-
Okay. I'm just going to take it as a no.
You're chained to that chair right there.
Yeah, I was last year.
So anyone out there who's wanting to come down, play some video games, meet some good people, win a PS5, come on down. The vendor floor, they got a lot of amazing photo opportunities. There's ATST out there, some speeder bikes. The 501st is running it, and they're amazing people. And if you're looking for a club, all kinds of clubs are here.
Right next to us in the Edgewood room, I think is what it's called. There's huge club tables, Battlestar Galactica, Aliens, and then another collector's club. They are amazing to talk to, especially if you're into that genre or even interested in that genre, Battlestar.
Right.
They talk old and new.
And our friends with the Legion of Doom and the cosplay table, they're set up for anyone who wants to get started in cosplay. Anyone who is interested or hasn't made that first step to get into cosplay, they have a table waiting for you to come up and learn how to get started. And they have, affordable ways to get started.
Right.
And then you build up, and you have a group to build up with. And you can come out. And not only do they do cons, but they also go out to like St. Jude's Hospital and meet kids, and they do amazing things, and they walk in parades, and they do so much stuff for the community. So it's more than just cosplay. So if you're looking for a community, that is a place to go. You have the Rebel Legion here. You have the Mandalorian Mercs here. You have the 501st. You have so many clubs here that you can introduce yourself.
It's almost an overload, but in like a good way.
Yeah,
like
very
you're
good
just
way.
like your little kid. You just walk in. You're like,
I don't know where to go.
Right.
Just pick a place, start there, and then move on.
It's very, very interesting of
Yes.
all the nerd diversity that's here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, it's a sci-fi con. I mean, you'll see a little bit more Star Wars here.
I've seen some Harry Potter here.
Yeah, I've seen some
There's
Harry
a
Potter.
booth that's selling like Harry Potter signs, like from the Borgin and Burks and the mask.
Yeah,
They've had the Death Eater mask. So I mean, it's not just.
Well, I saw there's an area here that is selling Renaissance clothing.
Oh yeah,
And so that kind of threw me off. I was like, all right. So like they have like leather bustiers for the women, and like body armor for the men, and cloaks, and they had potion holders.
Oh.
That you hook to your belt, and it's got potion holders. So if you're like looking the Ren Fair's coming up.
Yeah.
So, if
That
you're looking
starts
for
this
something
weekend-
to
next
get
weekend.
started for that, come on down here. You have a whole booth of stuff that you can
And it's an extra large booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to the artists that are here. There are lots and lots of artists. Kevin Cleveland's here. He's right by our podcast room, and the art he is throwing right now is, I just want to buy all of it. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
He's got a Punisher cover based off the Clone Wars series that looks straight up, and he's got the first print of Cable that's kind of the same Clone Wars series.
Oh, like
a
the
variant.
new Mando.
Yes.
Yes.
And it looks so cool.
Oh,
He's got it on regular print or on metal.
Yeah.
Like he has it
like
like a metal print.
Yeah.
Which those look so cool.
they do.
Also, I didn't get to mention this yesterday, but for all you tattoo enthusiasts,
Yes, I forgot.
there is an entire room right next door to us with amazing tattoo artists.
Get some ink.
Yeah, and there's not a wait list. It's a walk-in. I mean, there might be a wait now, there's so many people, but they'll fit you in. It's a long day. So if you're wanting to come to have a great experience at a con, meet some clubs, meet some amazing celebrities, build a community, and then finish the day off with a tattoo, this is the place to be today. So, there's so much here. And, like Brian said, there are so many good deals out on the floor right now. We've talked to so many guys out there, and they're all ready to wheel and deal. This isn't a con to make everything super expensive and be like, well, I can't afford anything there.
Right.
This is probably the most affordable con in the South that you will ever be able to attend.
This is probably one of the best cons that's affordable you'll be able to attend.
Well, not only that, but just the sheer amount of stuff
at
the con.
That you get for the price of the ticket.
Yes.
If you have children, this is where you want to be, because they're going to have so many photo ops.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to take with so many characters. I mean, it's almost out there right when you walk in, like being just thrown into the Star Wars universe. It's so cool.
And there's so many foundations here that
Yes.
are doing good things. We have Extra Life that's down the hall. We have the Peter Mayhew Foundation here. There's
Yes.
so many wonderful things. And those who have kids, there's a cool zoo. Coolzoo.org is here.
Oh yeah,
with some
right out front of
amazing
us.
Pets, and they have snakes.
Snakes.
They have snakes out
They
there.
have an alligator that they have looks like the Loki alligator.
Yeah, they have a kangaroo in a sack that they'll put around you and everything. So if you have some kids who love to pet weird snakes and kangaroos and see Loki alligators,
When this is done, we should go out there and you should hold it.
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
It's already making me cringe that I'm this close.
No, man.
But,
just hold it.
Face your fears.
Face your fear.
Face it.
I'm facing them, and I don't want to look at it anymore. So there's so much here all around. This is an all-around con. This is not just a convention. It's an amazing experience. So, if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know what you want to do today, if you're bored and you just want something new in your life, this is the place to be. You're going to meet some people. You're going to make some friends. Guaranteed, this is going to be an amazing experience for you. Come down to the podcast room, meet us. So many people on the floor that you can meet. Stephen Constantino. John Pomeroy's here. I'm a huge fan of John Pomeroy.
Yes.
There's so many artists, so many vendors, so many foundations, so many other podcasts. We're going to have some amazing podcasts on today.
Sorry to interrupt you. Coming up after our podcast will be Back of the Cereal Box, who's right here. We're going to have lots of podcasts coming up, like back to back to back, with some good podcasts. So stick around after our podcast for the Back of the Cereal Box podcast.
Yes, and we're here today, all day today and tomorrow. So please come down. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to be worth your money, and it's going to be an effortless experience for you. It will be such an easy way to get in, and then when you leave, you're going to want to come back every year, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So we will see you this weekend. Come join us, ICCCon 2022. We'll see you this weekend.
This summer, saddle up in Smashville as the Music City hosts the hottest party of the summer, WWE SummerSlam Nashville. For the first time ever at Nissan Stadium, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll, a whole lot of kick-ass. WWE SummerSlam, Saturday, July 30th. Tickets on sale now.